All right. In the interest of building all members' business skills, a different member each week is charged with presenting on a topic of their choosing for a 3-minute business growth section. Now, we've pretty much come to accept that I don't give anyone prior warning to this. I like to know who found something over the course of the week. Miss Diane Rossow, I reckon you'll have a business tip that you can impart on all of us. It could be a tip. It could be something like, it's terrible, don't do it. Or it could be I'm reading this book and I recommend it to others. I don't mind what it is. Give us a tip.
There's a fabulous book called Be Your Future Self Now. Be Your Future Self Now. And it really makes you focus on what are you doing today to accomplish the goals that you want in your future. So if you want to be a millionaire in 5 years, what did you do today? Envision yourself today as that millionaire, and what behavior changes will you make so that in 5 years it's a no-brainer.
Nice. I really like that. Interesting. That seems to be like a very similar conversation I've been having with people in the last week is, when you sell something but nobody's heard of it before, when you talk about it, you're just in front of the times. So it takes a while for people to catch on with what it is. I'll give you an example. Back in 2002, I went to my very first sales seminar, and the guy got up and talked about sales and all this other great stuff. And I've gone, oh my God, I believe everything that you're saying. But his main concept was this, is that people will pay more for service. They're not after a discount so much as someone being nice to them when they're serving them. And it's interesting. When I left that, I've gone, I believe in everything that you said. Now, at the time I was a barmaid, so I gave everybody great service. Right? I made everybody feel good when they come into the bar because, hey, if I didn't make them feel good, they left with their money. And then what do I do for my job, right? So anyhow, I remember going home and saying to my mum, wow, this guy was amazing. He was saying how, people aren't as interested in a discount as they are with being treated nicely. And my mum said this, yeah, I don't care how poorly someone treats me so long as I get it at the cheapest possible price. And I stood there looking at her and I'm thinking, not saying, I don't believe that, but I'll just watch and pay attention. And, over the years, my mom now has moved from that, which she actually was, to I won't give my money to someone who treats me poorly. And it doesn't matter how much they discount it. So what I realized was that guy with that idea was just before his time. Now, I believed in it because I was a barmaid and I was doing this every day. But my mum didn't. And it was only because it was the first time she heard of it. But over time, she became that. What about life coaches? Who's heard of a life coach, right? They came out in the 90s and nobody liked the idea of a life coach. What do you need that for? But by, say, between 2005, well, let's say 2010 and onwards, we'd heard life coach that many times over the 15 years that we've gone, oh, life coach, right? Do life coaching, right? It's just when you're the first time you bring it up, it takes a while. So I completely love that concept there, Diane, is that if you want to make $1 million, you can't decide to do it in 5 years' time. There's a lead up to get there, because whatever day you decide to do it, there's going to be a gap of time where you don't have it until you get it. Yes, Kathy.
Diane, is this Dr. Benjamin Hardy? Is that the book that you're talking about?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I couldn't think of his name.
No, that's okay. So I looked it up on YouTube, since Misty always teaches us so much about YouTube. I looked up that title on YouTube and I found this. I just put it in the chat. So it's a summary of the book, but it also gives you an opportunity to learn a bit about it before you either make the purchase of the book or find the full recording on YouTube. So YouTube is a dynamic resource. And Misty, thank you for teaching us so much about it.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Kathy. And thank you, Diane. What a great resource for us to look into.